Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Bon après-midi, honorables sénateurs. Au nom du Conseil canadien des imams et des leaders religieux musulmans du Canada, je vous remercie de me donner l'occasion de comparaître devant vous aujourd'hui. The Canadian Council of Imams is the country's only national body representing imams, Muslim religious scholars, and chaplains. We represent over 130 faith leaders serving communities from British Columbia to Newfoundland and Labrador, collectively addressing close to 100,000 congregants across Canada. Our membership continues to grow. Canada's strength has long depended on maintaining both public safety and principled protections for conscience, religion, and expression. These protections are especially important in a diverse democracy where citizens hold deeply different moral, philosophical, and theological convictions while continuing to live together peacefully and respectfully. I appear before you today with sincere concern regarding aspects of Bill C-9. Before outlining our recommendations, I want to be equally clear about what we are not here to do. We are not here to defend hatred. We are not here to minimize anti-Semitism or any other form of hatred, nor are we here to politicize or mischaracterize the realities of Islamophobia. We are not here to excuse those who target vulnerable communities. And we are not here to suggest that any community is less worthy of protection than another. As Canadian Muslims, we know the reality of hate firsthand, sadly. 1 week ago today, the tragic shooting at the San Diego Islamic Center devastated our community. Knowing those attackers were directly inspired by the 2017 Quebec City mosque attack makes the grief even heavier. It is a painful reminder of the violent realities we face, realities underscored by the 11 Canadian Muslims who have been murdered and hate-motivated attacks since 2017, from Quebec City to a Toronto mosque to the Afzal family in London. It also reminds me of the Pittsburgh synagogue shooting. In its aftermath, I brought members of my mosque community in Canada to stand guard outside one of Ottawa's largest synagogues. We did so quietly and sincerely out of genuine concern for our Jewish neighbors. Whenever synagogues, Jewish schools, or Christian churches are targeted, we are deeply troubled. So the question before us is not whether hate exists in Canada. It clearly does. Nous ne remettons pas en question l'intention derrière ce projet de loi. Nous croyons toutefois qu'une législation de cette nature doit être rédigée avec une grande précision afin d'éviter des conséquences imprévues et d'assurer une application
to ensure there are no
claire.
unexpected consequences and to assure that the Charter is respected.
This legislation in its current form will meaningfully combat actual hate while preserving the Charter-protected freedoms that allow Canadians to live peacefully and authentically. I will focus briefly on two concerns. First, we are deeply concerned by the removal of the good faith religious defense found in Section 319, Sub 3, Sub B of the Criminal Code. Many faith communities were surprised by the removal of this long-standing provision, which has served as an important safeguard for our communities. Religious scriptures and traditions often contain historical narratives and theological passages that, when quoted outside the religious context, can be misunderstood or deliberately mischaracterized. Our concern is not hypothetical. An imam quoting classical jurisprudence on conflict or morality should not have to fear a criminal investigation simply because a bad faith complainant posted an out-of-context audio clip online. Many faith traditions maintain theological teachings that may be controversial, countercultural, or deeply contested in modern public discourse. A pluralistic society requires sufficient legal space for those beliefs to be expressed peacefully and responsibly without the risk of being weaponized. Nous saluons les efforts visant à inclure une disposition de
We applaud efforts to clarify. However, we do not believe that the current wording offers legal clarity in a sufficient amount or order protection.
Government, specifically from the Parliamentary Secretary on February 23rd, that this legislation is not intended to affect worship, sermons, prayer, or religious education. We take the government at its word. However, if the intent is truly to protect these activities in plain terms, then there should be no objection to codifying that exact intent directly into the text of the bill. Our amendment, which is found in our written submission, simply aligns the legislative text with those public assurances, providing the durable, unambiguous protection that Canadian faith communities require. Secondly, honorable senators, all we ask for is a periodic parliamentary reassessment and assessment every 5 years to ensure that this bill is not impacting the rights and liberties that the Canadians enjoy on a daily basis. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We'll now go to Ms. Thalipur.
Thank you. Good afternoon. And thank you for inviting the Canadian